Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Thank you for taking time out of your day to check the video out. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and cover today. And we are pretty much just going to be talking about the Game Awards because we have multiple games, including a PlayStation first-party exclusive, being confirmed to be at the Game Awards. But on top of that, we also have a major leak that I will give you a warning before we cover that, just in case you somehow haven't had it spoiled for you already. But we're going to start here with Sony officially confirming that Saros will be at the Game Awards. And this is something that I don't think necessarily surprises a lot of people because we know that Saros is launching early next year. In fact, we just talked yesterday about how this game was rated in Taiwan, specifically the pre-order for both the standard and digital deluxe editions, which seemed to indicate that, yeah, we're going to get a pre-order trailer at the Game Awards. But the official PlayStation account says, come back stronger, get a new look at Saros at the Game Awards on December 11th. So there you go. You have to wonder if the statue that we've been seeing has anything to do with Saros. We still don't know what that is, but a lot of people saw that statue and they immediately thought of Saros, and yeah, there's definitely some similarities there, but it'll be nice to see this game come Thursday. But some other games that have been officially confirmed to be showing up at the Game Awards: a new Tomb Raider game of some sort, or a type of Tomb Raider announcement. It says Lara Croft returns at the Game Awards as just revealed in our Game Awards vote in Fortnite map portal. Tune in Thursday night for a look at the future of one of gaming's most iconic franchises. This is one you won't want to miss. So, another major game that's confirmed to be at the Game Awards. This is one that a lot of people have been speculating will show up because it feels like the time is right. We know there's a new AAA Tomb Raider game that's been in development for quite a few years now. And yeah, it seems like the Game Awards is really kind of hyping this one up. I mean, they're saying you don't want to miss it, right? So again, maybe this could be in relation to the statue. I'm not sure that that's the first game people think of when they see that statue, but I'm just throwing it out there that any one of the games we're covering, it could end up being in relation to that. And I'm going to be really curious to see what they end up revealing for Tomb Raider, because I do like the Tomb Raider franchise, and it does feel like we are kind of overdue for a new proper Tomb Raider game. But another game that is confirmed to officially be at the Game Awards is Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. This was a game that was revealed earlier this year, and it really impressed people. I have to say, a lot of Batman fans are stoked for this game. It seems like the perfect Lego Batman game, and I have to admit, yeah, it looks very good. And so I assume we'll be getting like another trailer. I think the release date has not been confirmed yet, so I'm assuming it will be a release date trailer. That's usually what you can expect at the Game Awards when it comes to seeing games that we've already had announced. A lot of times the Game Awards is where they want to announce that release date, and it makes sense because, again, a lot of people watch the Game Awards. But we're going to move on to a major leak regarding Resident Evil Requiem. So just giving you a warning now, if for some reason you haven't come across this and you're trying to avoid any potential leaks that will, I don't know, make the Game Awards less exciting for you, then you're going to want to probably click off of this video. But chances are, if you clicked on this video, then you already know what we're talking about. And so here we go. It's been officially confirmed that Leon S. Kennedy is returning to Resident Evil Requiem. And the way this leaked out was through the official PlayStation Store listing, where they updated the key art, and in that key art is Leon. Surprise, surprise. Now, have to give a shout out to Dusk Golem, because he was the first person to let everybody know that Leon is in this game, and he is the second playable character, and he is a main character. And, you know, because he was leaking the information and letting us know about it, a lot of people didn't believe him, and a lot of people thought he was completely making it up. I always had a feeling that it was true, though, because there was just something about the marketing of this game and the way it was being discussed, and it just always felt like Capcom was really trying hard to hide something, where they're just showing you these small, tiny slivers of the beginning of the game, and that's all you're going to see for months and months and months. So, yeah, I think it's safe to say that the official trailer reveal is going to happen at the Game Awards. And yeah, I'm very excited. I was already very excited for Resident Evil Requiem, but knowing that Leon is pretty much officially confirmed at this point to be in the game, my hype levels are at this point, I guess, through the roof. And, even though it is kind of spoiled to a degree, we still haven't seen the trailer, right? So I'm really excited to see like how they reveal him and how this goes during the Game Awards. But it's going to be a good time nonetheless. I think a lot of people were really hoping that this rumor turned out to be true. So there you go. But now we're talking about another rumor, not a confirmation or a leak, but this one has to do with something God of War related potentially at the Game Awards. So I came across this on the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit, and it says the snitch teases Kratos for the Game Awards. He previously leaked many things like MGS3 Remake and God of War Ragnarok Valhalla. And it's funny because what he posted was like a super zoomed in picture of the top of Kratos' head. And, if you look to the right, you can just barely make out that, okay, that is Kratos' head because you see the red line going down. And yeah, people are now looking at this and assuming that he is teasing a God of War type announcement for the Game Awards. And I want to caution people with this. It's been a while since we've heard from the snitch. So I don't know if he still, has good contacts and sources or can be considered a legitimate insider / leaker at this point in time. But, I've been telling you guys for a while now that Santa Monica Studio, it's been feeling like they were supposed to reveal something game related all year. 2025 is the 20th anniversary of God of War. We got the DualSense. We got that really cool video that they put out earlier in the year to celebrate the 20th anniversary. But everybody was kind of confused because they're like, where's the game though? Like whether that be the 2.5D Metroidvania game that's in development or the next proper God of War reveal, or even Cory Barlog's game, if that happens to have anything to do with the God of War universe. It just feels like something game related was supposed to be announced. So, like I said, take this with a grain of salt, but it seems that at least one potential insider is hinting that something God of War related may show up at the Game Awards. But we are going to move on to the final topic here, which is an update on the KOTOR Remake situation. This is being reported by WCCF Tech. They say journalist Steven Totillo has revealed the current developer of the Star Wars KOTOR Remake. It's Mad Head Games, the Serbian studio behind defunct hack-and-slash action RPG Pagan Online and sci-fi action/adventure game Scars Above, which, wow, I didn't realize they were the ones who made that. They're also working on Clive Barker's Hellraiser revival, which we previewed at Gamescom 2025. Mad Head Games is a subsidiary of Saber Interactive following the split from Embracer Group. We knew that the team at Saber was working on the game. A year and a half ago, their CEO stated that the development was progressing well. The game was originally announced during the September 2021 PlayStation Showcase as an exclusive PS5 title. Back then, Aspire Media was working on it, but their project was paused in mid-2022 following an unsuccessful demo presentation to Sony and Lucasfilm. Shortly afterward, we learned that the developer had changed, but we never knew the exact studio until now. Furthermore, Totillo revealed that Disney and Lucasfilm Games have been planning a Star Wars KOTOR 2 remake, codenamed Juliet, as well as recently as March 2025, which would also include the cut content from the original version. In a Reddit post, he then explained that the info comes from a legal deposition. So, yeah, I'm following up with this because I just told you guys that we had a insider or a leaker, Kiracasis, saying that there's going to be a big Star Wars game revealed at the Game Awards, and that game ends with the Old Republic. So naturally, everybody's thinking KOTOR Remake. Now we're getting this interesting information from Steven Totillo. So yeah, it seems like we're going to get a proper re-reveal potentially for KOTOR Remake. But guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. If you did, be sure to leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the bell notification icon and feel free to share this video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.